So that being said, so one of the major fear that I've seen that has been reoccurring is the fear of, will I be able to get a job? So it has been reoccurring over and over. So let me answer that. Now, I hope that you have a sheet of paper, you have a pen, you are ready to screenshot something of that nature, because the next thing I'll be doing right now, I'll be dropping gems, right? I'll be dropping nuggets, and I want you to be able to jot those things down. So if you were here and you were planning to transition into tech, or you've already started the process, probably you've got a course on Udemy, one or on Coursera or something like that, or probably you've been watching a YouTube video, right? And you're taking a crash course on YouTube video or something. I've been wondering, how can I get a job after I'm done learning this thing? So I'll do that in the next 3 minutes. But keep dropping your fear in the message section. I'll be reading it. So now, how can you get a job? There are about three kind of job you can get. Please write it down. Write these things down. Write it down. Number one, you can get a local job in Nigeria. Yeah, you can get a local Nigerian tech job, right? That's number one. And I'm going to share my screen and show you guys the platforms that you can use even without Nerdy Eye assisting you. Then later I'll talk about how Nerdy Eye can assist you. So I want you guys to stay to the end. We're not going to spend much time today. I want you guys to stay to the end because I'm going to give people that will stay to the end a gift and some offers that you don't want to miss. So please stay to the end. So the first thing, you can get a job with a local Nigerian firm. We could also help you do that too. So we could assist you in doing that, but you can also do it on your own. The most important thing is, how can you do it on your own? That's number one. You can get a job with a local Nigerian firm. Number two, you can get a job with a foreign firm, but you work remotely. So I call it foreign remote job. So write it down. I could get a local Nigerian job. I could get a foreign remote job. Probably you're joining us and you're not from Nigeria. You can get a local job in your local country. You can get a job in your local country, right? You can get a foreign remote job. Now, the cool thing about foreign remote job is that it enables you to earn in foreign currencies. You can earn in dollars, you can earn in pounds, you can earn in these amazing currencies. So these things are actually really cool. So you can get a job there. You can also get a job that comes with relocation package. Please, if you're joining us, OVA, help me mute your mic. Just mute your mic for me. Thank you so much. Right? So please help me mute your mic. So you can get a job that comes with relocation package. Now, these are for my tech bros and tech sis that want to japa. I know that most of us, some of us, I'll not say most actually. So let me just say a good number of us would love to get a tech job that would definitely come with relocation package. Who would want something like that? Just drop an emoji wave or something, right? If you love a job that will come with relocation package, right? Okay, I could see Idara, I could see Sheyi, I could see Tosi. You guys are waving. Perfect. So now, let me not waste your time and try to act like a motivational speaker trying to motivate you guys. I want to share my screen and I want to show you guys how you can do it on your own, right? So when I'm sharing my screen, you can take a screenshot, right? I'll be sharing my screen, and as I share my screen, I'll take you guys to platforms. I want you guys to jot those platforms out. How you can actually do all of these three things I've stated on your own. On your own. So let me just rephrase those three things. Please help me mute your mic, please. So let me rephrase those three things. You can get a job in your local country, e.g. Nigeria. You can get a foreign remote job, and you can get a job that comes with relocation package. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, I will quickly share my screen and walk you guys through the platforms that you can use on your own. The most important thing, despite the fact that Nerdy Eye can assist you, but I want to show you guys how you can actually get these things on your own, which is very, very important. It's one thing to give a man fish, is another thing to actually teach that particular man how to fish. So what I'm trying to do here is to actually show you guys all of the secret and how you can do it, and it's no brainer. So let me share my screen, right? Let me share my screen. I'm going to share my entire screen. So I'm going to go on Google right now. So this is my screen. I believe you can see my screen right now. So please, as I said earlier on, help me mute your mic. I'll be coming back to accept people that are joining in. So please help me mute your mic. So I believe that we can all see my screen right now, right? So the first one is local Nigerian job. I'm not going to spend much time on that one. There are several ways you could get a local Nigerian job. Now, one of the first way, in fact, let me use the other browser that I have here. One of the first way you could do that is via LinkedIn, right? Now, LinkedIn is an amazing platform that you could actually use to get your local Nigerian job. So I wouldn't want to stress on LinkedIn. that much because I believe that most people would have known these things. Another amazing platform that I found again for local Nigerian job is making use of Google Jobs, right? Google Job. For example, let me say I'm looking for a user experience researcher job. So I'll just type UX researcher. Probably some of us might not know that Google has actually a job board that aggregates jobs. The keyword there, just put the name of the job they are looking for. For example, UX researcher, UI designer, and add jobs to it. So once you add jobs to it, it brings you this particular part of stuff called Google Jobs. So because of you're in Nigeria and your IP address is in Nigeria, they know that I'm staying near Lagos because I'm in Lagos as I speak right now. So once I click that heading, it will bring me to this particular job board. So this is an aspect of Google. Let me try to accept somebody. See, let me try to accept some new folks that are coming in. All right. So once you were here, you see UX researcher job, Lagos, Nigeria. And one thing about this is that it aggregates jobs all over the internet. Jobs they are posting on Indeed. You see this particular job now is from Glassdoor, right? This particular job that we are seeing is Glassdoor, right? And if you scroll through it as well, you see different jobs. So this is where you see jobs that you can actually apply for. And most of the time, these are Nigerian jobs or jobs within your location. Now, if you go on LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn as some online newsletter. You guys could actually drop a connection there with me. So click on jobs. So once you click on jobs, you'll be able to search for jobs like this. And one cool thing about LinkedIn is that you can set alerts, right? You can set notification. You can turn on notification, right? Just search for the jobs where you want it and turn on the notification. Let me search for front-end developer job. Front-end developer job. So you can turn on notification. You see, set alerts. You see this stuff here. So once you set alert, what LinkedIn does is that periodically they will be sending you mail that matches any particular filter that you include here. So it's not all the time you'll be coming to LinkedIn to search for it. So you can actually be getting those notifications inside of your email. But most of the time, this works for local Nigerian jobs. Now we have other local Nigerian job boards, like Jobberman, like JobMark, like Indeed, like Glassdoor. These are popular local job boards that you could use in any of your local country, right? So I could see job anytime. I could see job in the past week. One of the hints I always give my mentees whenever they are looking for a job during our job support session, I tell them, try not to apply for a job that is more than 2 weeks. Because if it is more than 2 weeks, it's either there'll be a lot of application at that particular point in time, or you might be applying for jobs that has already passed. That means the employers or recruiter might have hired someone already. So you might just want to use probably the past week so that you can apply for the most recent job. So if I do this right now, you see I'll be seeing front-end developer job React, right? And I could see the company. Now there are two ways I could apply for this particular job to increase my success rate, right? I could prepare my CV to be ATS compliant. I think I'm speaking too fast. I'm trying to to hurry up. So I could prepare my CV to be ATS compliant and send it to the recruiter, or I could go on this particular company's LinkedIn page. So if I go on their LinkedIn page, this particular company now, right, I could go on their LinkedIn page, take a look at their employee section, look for the recruiter and try to establish connection with that particular recruiter. Then from there apply so that it or look for somebody that works in the company, right? Try to establish connection with someone that works in the company. Sometimes you want to establish connection on LinkedIn and the person is not really active on LinkedIn. You can copy that person's name, go on Twitter, search for that particular person and connect to the person on Twitter. Probably the person is more active on Twitter, or probably the person is more active on Instagram. Search for that particular individual employee in that company on Instagram. The employee might not be a recruiter, but the best person would have been a recruiter. But any employee actually in the company, and talk to the person, try to establish connection with the person, build rapport, and tell the person, look, I'm applying in your company as so person. Can you put in words for me, right? And you can never tell, something good might actually come from it. But all of this falls with local jobs, right? So I don't want to talk about local job that much. So let me move to the second step. The second step is, how do I get a foreign remote job? Now, one of the key things about getting foreign remote job is try to apply to startups. It is easier to get your first job with a foreign startup than to get your first job with a Fortune 500 companies. So what I mean by Fortune 500 companies, I mean all of these big tech firms. Big tech firms start from people like Google, Amazon, and so on and so forth. You know all those big guys, right? So what you want to do is you go on LinkedIn. Let me show you something. So there is this trick somebody tweeted about, and I think that the person actually did a nice job. So you know all of these accelerators, like YC, for example. So now if you type YC, you are going to see a lot of companies that just got into YCs, right? And most of the companies, see them, they're going to have YC. Most of them normally add YC to their name. So you might be asking me, Samuel, what is YC? YC means Y Combinator. They're a tech accelerator. So most startups that are planning to raise funds have gotten into that particular program. So any startup that you see YC like this, they are actually a startup. Any company that you see YC, and most of them normally add YC to their name just to boost publicity. So if you search for YC, then you can now start looking for this company and see if they have openings, and you start applying to this company. So another startup that is similar to YC is Techstars. So just search for Techstars. So you see Techstars. All right, let's go. Techstars. So most companies too as well that got into Techstars program, just like YC too as well. They're also add Techstars. I think I don't start this thing well. They also add Techstars to their name. You see Techstar this, Techstar that. So if you scroll down a little bit, you are going to see some of them saying stuff like this. You can see Techstars 22. They are actually bringing it from the people that I follow, right? So if I scroll down a little bit, I'll start seeing all of these Techstars companies. See Techstars 2023. So I can start applying to this particular company, right? So with that way, I'll be able to get like aggregation of startups, foreign startups. I could actually shoot my shot too, right? I could apply there. I could just send them a mail, tell them that okay, I'm just getting started. I don't mind getting that much pay, but since it's my first job, shoot them a mail. And these guys, because of they have low traffic at this particular point in time, they tend to respond to their mails, and because they're trying to build a reputation as customer friendly, they tend to respond to their mail compared to when you're actually shooting a mail to Microsoft or you're shooting a mail to Amazon. So you want to actually build from this particular startup. So that's one of the tricks you want to use. And the cool thing is that it's something that we could support you on how to do it, and we could also help you connect you with some of these guys that we'll have under our portfolio. Now, that being said, that's one of the tricks. And that trick is to use job boards. Now, when it comes to using job boards for foreign international jobs, you want to try as much as you can not to use popular job boards. I'll give you an example of popular job boards when it comes to remote jobs. If you've been in this remote market for a very long time, you know that this particular site called remote.co is a very popular job board. Now, the thing about this particular website I'm showing you right now is that you can see several remote jobs on platforms like this, right? But the thing is that you will not be able to see you will see jobs that will have a lot of competition. And as someone that is just getting started, you don't need to apply to a job that has a lot of competition, because imagine you that have 1 year experience, or you are saying you just have 6 months experience, you're applying for a role compared to somebody that have 5 years experience, 6 years experience. You technically stand no chance with that particular individual. I hope you guys are hearing me. Right, let me see. I think some folks are trying to join. Okay, nobody's trying. Okay, see, several people are trying to join. Someone is sending me a message that several people are trying to join. Let me admit them real quick. All right. So if you come on this particular, please help me mute your mic. The new guys that just joined in now, help me mute your mic, right? New guys that just joined in, right? Help me mute your mic. Help me mute your mic. Thank you. If you just joined us, help me mute your mic. I will really appreciate that. Right? I will appreciate that. Help me mute your mic. God bless you. God bless you. Help me mute your mic. All right. Help me mute your mic. So a lot of people are still joining. If you guys can send a message inside the WhatsApp group, tell them to join so that if they can join once, so that they will not be distracting us. We can just go straight to the point. Right? So I'll take the next 5 minutes before I admit other people into the group. All right. So now, remote.co is another site where you see a lot of companies, right? You see a lot of companies that is looking for your skill set. So let's search for something here, right? So we could see remote jobs here. So I could easily just click on remote job, find remote job. You see it here, and you see there's several remote jobs. Of course, not just only tech related jobs. I could search for digital marketing, right? So let me even search for digital marketing to let you guys know that all jobs, digital marketing, graphic designer, UI UX designer, anything, you are going to see jobs on platforms like this, right? So I recommend using this platform, but there's another third approach that I recommend. Now remember, the first one is applying to startups. The second one is using job board like remote.co. So write it down just in case you don't know this website. I want you to write it down, right? So you will not forget. So remote.co. Another of my favorite again is remote OK. remoteok.com. You could see this one. I love it because they always have recent job. remoteok.com. So just in case you don't know these platforms, write them down. Right, your next $1,500 per month job might come from this platform. Your next 4K per month job might actually come from this platform. So apply, write this particular platform down, and you see a lot of jobs. You see, one I love about this platform is that they always show you how much you are going to earn. Take a look at this software engineering back-end developer job now that comes with that you can apply from anywhere in the world, and 130K to 180K annually. So that is roughly $10,000 per month job. This particular job that I seen here, $10,000 per month. And when you're applying to this job, you want to ensure that you're applying for the job that comes with worldwide. I forgot to mention that, worldwide, because if you take a look at it, that all of these jobs are remote jobs, but some of these jobs allow you to be in a certain location. For example, let's take a look at this AWS cloud engineer job. You must be in Europe. So if you're not in Europe, you might not be able to apply for this particular job, or if you apply, you will not be accepted. This one is a remote job, but you must be in the United States of America. But the cool thing about this particular platform is that you'll be able to apply for a job that is worldwide. In fact, let's search for something. Let's search for UI designer or something of that nature, right? So let's see if we are going to see, let me see, product designer. All right. So it wants me to search for a particular keyword. So you could see product designer. So I could see product designer is the same as UI UX designer, right? So this is worldwide. I could apply for this particular job right now as a UI designer. 70K to 150K verified, right? This one again, 90K to $110,000 verified. These are product design job, and they are all. This one is worldwide. This one is worldwide. So I can apply for these two. This one is Latin America. I cannot apply to this guy because I'm not in Latin America. I'm in Africa, right? So whenever you see worldwide, those are the ones that you want to apply to. Right. So now, for example, now another thing I'm telling you, this is 10 months old. Of course, this job has passed. I cannot apply to 10 months old job. I'll not apply to 8 months old job. So among all these lists, the only job right now, if I'm applying right now, that I will apply for is this first one. Why? He said 11 days. So it's not old. So the thing is that you want to keep visiting these platforms so that you can apply to the recent ones, right? So 11 days old. So you want to apply for 14 days. Once it's more than 14 days, like this 25 days now, it's almost a month, so it's too long. So I apply for this first two that is 11 days, right? So I want to take a look at that. Take a look at how long has the job been on that particular job board, and take a look at and ensure that that remote job is worldwide. So with this now, you could see there's a lot of job for you. All you just need to know how to do is you want to know and master your skill and know the tricks and the hack on how to get this particular job. And that is one thing that we will support you to do at NetDI. So apart from remote.ok, we have other platforms too, like Flex Jobs. I'm with you. I would allow them in. I will allow them. Allowing them in, I'll be going back is distracting me. Let them join one. So at interval, I'll be going back and try to allow people join in. So thank you guys for joining. If you're just coming on board, please help us mute your mic. Help us mute your mic. We have about a lot of people here. Please help us mute your mic to avoid the noise, right? The background noise. Please help us mute your mic. I hope we are getting a thing or two. So let me see some emoji just to motivate me. Will somebody motivate me with some emoji, please? Thank you. No, it's always good when you are doing stuff like this to ensure that the people are following and they are gaining value. right? You're not wasting their time. I don't like wasting people's time. If you observe, you see that I'm actually talking really fast. And the reason why I'm talking really fast is that I want to give you guys a lot of value in a very short time. I want you guys to go back and celebrate if you're a Nigerian, go back and celebrate your incoming president, right? So just give me some emoji as I go back, right? So let me go back. So FlexJob is another amazing platform you could use as well. So we have a lot of them. I think on our Instagram page, there's a post we made where we listed about 10 different platforms that you could use. So this is the second trick. Just to rephrase, the first trick is to apply to startup using YC keyword and using Techstars keyword. The second trick or hack is to apply using job boards like this, and we have a lot of them. We work remotely. Let me give you guys some more platforms before I move to the third trick. We work remotely. So be writing these things down so you will not forget it, right? Be writing it down. Have a sheet of paper, have a pen, have a notepad on your phone or something of that nature. Be writing this platform down. So we have WeWorkRemotely.com. It allows you to get like a lot of jobs. Somebody is trying to join. WeWorkRemotely.com is another amazing platform too as well. You can get a lot of jobs from this particular platform too as well. We have RemoteLeads.com. I can't go all of them. There are about 10 of them. In fact, more than 10 that I know. But I can't go through all of them for the sake of time. So that the third hack is using a recruitment platform. Write it down. First, applying to early startups using the YC or Techstars keyword. The second, applying to remote job boards, using remote job boards to look for this job. The third one is, as I said, using what? Recruitment platforms. Write it down. Now, recruitment platform is the highest, is my number one. This is the number one thing I always encourage my mentee. I said the first thing you want to do is try to get into a recruitment platform. Now, the cool thing about getting into a recruitment platform is that they will be the one that will place you. So once you are able to join their talent pipeline, so what this platform does is that they'll be the one looking for a job for you. So you could actually be at home sleeping, and one day you receive a mail and say that says, Samuel, John, you've gotten a job and you're working with a social company in the United States of America. You have to resume the next week. So I'm going to show you guys some of the recruitment platforms that you should use. Please, if you're joining us, please help me mute your mic. Good. So I'll show you guys some of the recruitment platforms that is recommended. Now, one of the most popular one in the industry, you've been in the industry for some time, you should be able to know this particular platform for both web developers, programmers, and for designers alike. Turing. So Turing is one of the amazing recruitment platforms. The cool thing about this platform is that they will merge you with jobs in Silicon Valley, and you'll be able to earn a minimum of $2,000 to about $8,000 monthly. All you just need to do as a developer or as a designer, but this particular platform is strictly to developers and designers, and they favor developers more. So if you're a developer, this is a platform for you. Go there. Once you want to apply for a job on this particular platform, is that they will pass you through 3 steps. So the first step is you create an account on the platform. The second step, if I click apply now, it will ask me to create an account. Once you create an account on the platform, you will now write their tests. So their tests, they normally use these testing platforms, HackerRank. So if you want to practice your HackerRank, let me type that. If you want to practice your coding skill, if you're a developer here, you must have heard of HackerRank. This particular platform. So they normally set up their online testing. So like 3 hours test, you'll be writing code just to know that you know what you claim that you know. So they normally use this particular platform, HackerRank. Some of them use CodeByte or Codility. So we have Codility too. So you can start for Codility, React, test, practice. We're practicing on this platform because that is what some of this recruitment platform, that's what they use. So just to practice your skill, to just test if you know what you know before you apply to this platform, because the good thing about this platform is that once you pass their tests, you are almost 80% guaranteed that you are going to get a job in less than 3 weeks. But if you fail their test, you cannot apply again to the next 3 months. Some of them will give you a time frame to go back and learn again to the next 6 months before you can apply on that same platform. So that is the reason why you want to use platforms like Codility, HackerRank, CodeByte to actually practice your coding skills before you apply on platforms like this. But the cool thing is that if you eventually pass their test, my bro, you should be you have about 80 to 90% assurance that you're going to get a job in less than 3 weeks, and that job is going to be a foreign remote job. So what I always advise my mentee is that practice to pass their test. That is the key thing on this kind of platforms, right? And one cool thing about it is that at NerdEye, your mentor is going to help you. He's going to help you practice. He's going to give you resources on data structures and algorithm that you're going to practice, because most of those questions comes in data structure and algorithm that you're going to learn and that will help you pass those tests. So we are going to ensure that we assist you to pass all of these tests, right? So apart from and this is HackerRank, apart from Turing, let me show you guys. See, that's what Turing say. Can you solve this? They're already showing you little stuff, and guess what? This is a little algorithm they want you to solve. And part of what we'll be teaching you is that we're going to be teaching you all of these algorithms, right, as part of our advanced course, so that when you meet questions like this, you'll not be scared. Look, all of this stuff looks like as if it's going to be difficult. The truth is, this is just a simple for loop, and with a simple algorithm, just 1-2 lines, you will solve this particular simple test here. So let me move forward. So that is Turing. Apart from Turing, let me show you guys some other platforms that you could use, right? So write this particular platform down quickly. So I have this other one. It's called RemoteBase. So RemoteBase is an amazing platform. They are quite new. Now, Turing has been there for a while, but RemoteBase.com would actually, they are new, and these guys are hot as we speak, right? So that means if you go there, and their test is actually quite easy to pass compared to Turing. So you want to try them out. RemoteBase.com is another platform. Let me give you another one that I just used of recent. Proxify.io. Proxify.io. In fact, these guys, if you go on this platform today as we speak and you enroll, they will assign you a hiring manager that will be your guide. So this lady or man that they will assign to you will put you on a call even before they give you interview. So if you just stand up on this particular platform right now, right, you will schedule a call with one of them, like right now. And probably if you schedule this call for next week, right, you will see somebody that would put you through all of these things, and before you know it, you write your test and you've passed it, right? So I just I think that was 2 weeks ago. There's a mentee of mine that she did this and she passed the test, right? And she's going for their technical interview. She'll be scheduling a technical interview for next week, and I hope that she scaled through this guy's platform, right? So I think you guys should give this guy a try. So we have Turing.com, we have RemoteBase, we have Proxify.io, and we have what we call the A-Team. So these guys, especially if you're a freelancer, you want to go into freelancing, we have the A-Team. I'm not sure of their website. Okay, I will check my mail, right? Because I just discovered these guys, and they just sent me a mail that, Samuel, what I do is that I'm not looking for a job myself, but I try to use all of these platforms, right, to ensure that I can actually walk other people through. So I found one that seems to be really exciting. It's called the A-Team. I can't really remember their website, but I'm going to share it later inside the group. So that is it, guys. So and some of these platforms, so all you need to do right now is go out there, look for similar platforms like these guys, and try to use them, right? And apply for foreign remote jobs, right? And I bet you are going to get in. Now let's talk about the other type of job. No, remember I shared 3 things. I said local Nigerian job, foreign remote job, and job that allow you to japa. So let's talk about job that comes with relocation package. You want to leave the country as somebody that has a tech skill, and you don't want to spend a time. You don't want to spend $1, right? You want an employer to hire you, pay for your flight ticket, pay for your accommodation, give you a job, and just come there and you start working, right? Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is stop thinking of Canada. I'll show you one of Canada, but Canada should not be at the top of your list. UK should not be at the top of your list. And US also should not be at the top of your list per se. You'll be thinking of countries like Portugal. You should be thinking of countries like Germany. You should be thinking of countries like Netherlands. You should be thinking of countries like Poland. You should be thinking of countries like Ireland. So these are countries that easily you can get a job that comes with relocation package. So now when you want to go to countries like US that comes with relocation package, it's a little bit difficult. You want to go to countries like UK, I'm not saying it's impossible. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can make it possible. But the thing is that your success rate is lower compared to when you're looking at countries like Poland, Ireland, Scotland, New Zealand. You're looking at countries like Netherlands, Portugal, Germany. All of these countries quite easy. Now, before I talk about the easy one, let's talk about the hard ones first. So, how can I get a job that comes with relocation package to all of these A-list country? Let us call them A-list country, right? Some of the most favorite choices like UK, US, Canada. So, how can you get a job that comes with relocation packages to some of these countries as somebody that has a tech skill? The first platform, write it down, guys. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. This platform is called vanhack.com. In fact, I know two people. I have two friends that have used this particular platform to actually relocate to Canada. The first guy relocated to Canada in Toronto. He went to Toronto in Canada with his family. He's married with two daughters. Him and his wife, after he got the job, he relocated with his two kids and his daughter, right, to Canada in Toronto, and he got a job as a software developer using VanHack. And VanHack is just like all of these other platforms I've showed you. All you just need to do is come on VanHack, create an account. They'll give you a test. Mostly they use Codility for their testing. Once you pass their test, they will help you come up with your resume, and they will be the one that will get a job for you in Canada. Specifically Canada, they love Canada a lot. These guys, they love Canada a lot. So they will help you to get a job in Canada, right? This is it. Instantly connect with senior tech talents. For tech talent, so let's click on tech talent, find a job, right? And they have what they call the VanHack Academy. So you can also sign up with their VanHack Academy. It's like a 3-month program for $100. What they do is that they train you on how to pass these interviews. So I encourage anybody that is looking to do that to actually go that particular route. So you see a lot of Canadian job here, but you don't apply to this job directly. You could see this: start remotely, then relocate, sponsored visa. So with this job right now, you are going to start remotely. After a month or two, then it comes with a sponsored visa and you're going to relocate, and they'll be paying you 60 to 120 Canadian dollars. Isn't this exciting, guys? So now just imagine that you join the NEDI bootcamp. After 6 months of learning, you're able to do this, and at the end of the day, in the next 1 year or in the next a year and a half, you're in Canada and you can actually relocate with your family, right? So these are amazing opportunities, guys. 11 days ago, take a look at this one. 11 days ago, right? These are amazing opportunities. Remote base in Nigeria. These guys, because they have a lot of Nigerians that have actually used this to jackpot, so they actually know Nigeria. So don't be scared that, am I in Nigeria? Are they going to is there going to be any prejudice or any racism that I'm in Nigeria? No. These guys know Nigeria. These guys know that Nigerians are smart. These guys have been able to work with a lot of Nigerian developers. In fact, Proxify said that they have a lot of Nigerian developers. Where are these guys? These other guys here. This one. They said they have a lot of Nigerian developers. Nigerians, we are hustlers. We are smart people. So they already know that and we are good, right? They've tested the good side of us. So even if you're in Nigeria, it's not a negative thing. In fact, it's even a plus. It's like when it comes to tech these days, when you say you're in Nigeria, it's like saying that you're a Chinese or saying you're like a Russian. They respect us a lot because they've been able to test a lot of Nigerian talent, and that is why you could say that remote based in Nigeria here, and you could say that's why they are even listening in Nigerian job. And so don't be scared that I'm a Nigerian. Is it possible for me? They already know you and they have a plan for you already. So VanHack will help you to relocate to Canada, mostly Canada, because they're a Canadian recruitment agency. So that's what VanHack will do for you. So please, try them out if you're trying to relocate. Now, I will show you guys another way that you can relocate to Canada, right? Canada. Apart from Canada, VanHack can also help you to relocate to US. They can help you to get a job in Silicon Valley if that is what you want. But mostly Canada do. Then I want to show you guys another platform. Should I go on, guys? Should I go on? I just want to quickly dish out all of this value. Should I go on? So be writing these things down. Be writing them down. Be writing the name of this platform down. So after this little session that we are having, you can go back and actually check out these things. Do your research. Peter Obi will say, go and verify. So after all of this things I've said, you should do what? Go and verify. So what we do at NEDI is that we will assist you. We might not be the one that will place you and say, go here and work, but we want to walk you through the process. So there is nothing I'm going to hide. I'm not trying to say, when you enroll, I'm going to show you the secret. I'm showing you the secret that even if you enroll with NEDI, is that we are going to assist you through this particular process. So you're not going to be doing it on your own. That is all. If not, you can actually steal this knowledge and try to hack it on your own. It might take you time anyways, but just write this thing down. It's for your own good. So we have Van Hack. So let me give you guys on that platform. Now, another platform is Canadian official job website. In fact, I saw somebody that had a course on this. Please help me mute your mic. Somebody's mic is not muted. Help me mute your mic. Help me mute your mic. Somebody's mic is not muted. I'm giving you guys some gems here. So please help me mute your mic. If your mic is not muted, please help me mute it. I'm hearing some background noise and I don't like it. I'm searching for the person so I can mute the person myself. Where is that individual again? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So this is a kind of job that Canadians call the LMIA. See this it here. Perfect. That's what they call the job, right? So if you want a job that comes with sponsorship, you want to specifically search for Canadian job that comes with what? LMIA, right? That is, so you could see some of the job in Toronto. You might be asking me now, Samuel, what is LMIA approved jobs for foreigners? LMIA approved jobs. That might be what you might be asking me. LMIA, look at it here. Look at the meaning here. It stands for Labor Market Impact Assessment. This is a program by Canadians so that their employers can hire foreigners. So, any job that is LMIA approved, if you apply for it and you successfully get it, what happens is that you can relocate. Now, the good thing about this LMIA approved jobs for foreigners in Canada is that even if you're a mechanic, you can apply. If you're an Obioma, there's some people in Nigerians called Obioma. We call them, all these fashion designers that hawk that stuff. Even if you're an Obioma, you can apply. If you're a taxi driver, a truck driver, you can apply. If you're a caterer, you can apply. If you're a caregiver, if you are Akpan, you can also apply, right? That means if you're a houseboy or house girl, they call it another tush name there. So you can actually apply. But I'm not talking about all those ones. You see, if you're a commercial truck driver, you can apply. Farm manager, you can apply. That's not for us. If you're a person who provides care, that is caregiver, you can apply. But my core concern here is number 4 category. Number 4 category, that if you're a software developer and engineer. So this is where we fall. This is where we fall. A software developer or engineer, we can also apply to LMIA approved job. And the salary ranges from 75,000 Canadian dollars to 102 Canadian dollars. And you are just Google search away. I told you guys that I saw somebody that is selling his course for 50-something thousand naira. He's saying that I'm going to show you how to get a Canadian job that will help you relocate. I think I saw the ad on YouTube. And guess what? All what this guy listed are just basically LMIA approved job. Is he saying the truth? Yes. What I'm trying to say is that I'm giving you guys this information that some people are selling for free. All you just need to do is to put in your own work. Now, it's only a lazy person that wants to sit back and relax and say, I've paid these people, go and get it done for me. When you get the job, I'll come and work. If we do it that way, how will Neddy I help 10,000 people, 20,000 people? That is why we want to assist you. So as you're doing it, you know what you're doing. So it's not going to look like, is it scam? Is it real? No, everything is go and verify. All you just need to do is to go on Google and search for LMIA approved software developer jobs. LMIA approved front-end developer job. LMIA approved UI UX developer and UI UX designer job. That's all. You are just a Google search away to get list of this job. You are just a Google search away. Just by me just typing LMIA jobs Canada, guess what? Google already brought me LMIA approved job in Canada, Toronto. All I need to do now, these guys are already looking for foreigners. They are not looking for Canadian indigenes or somebody in Canada already. If they are doing that, they will not put it as LMIA approved job. That's just the truth. So any job you see that has LMIA approved job, either on Indeed, on Glassdoor, they are already looking for foreigners. They intentionally want to hire a foreigner, and that comes with what? Relocation package. So what I'm telling you guys today is that as you're writing it down, go and verify, right? If you don't take my word from it for it, and just go, you're just a Google search away to actually verify these things. So now that is for the LMIA approved jobs for people that want to actually go to these hot countries like Canada, UK, and so on and so forth. Now let me talk about if you want it really, really fast, you want to jackpot like this year with a tech skill, right? And you need something that will work really, really fast for you. LMIA approved Canadian job might not be it for you, might not work really fast for you, probably, but there are platforms that you can use, right? It's called Relocate Me. Write it down if you don't know it. RelocateMe.eu is one of that particular platform. Write it down, guys. Write it down. Relocate Me. If you don't know it, please write it down. We have the relocate.me. Write it down, guys. Write it down. So we have the Relocate Me, right? So browse job. Let's browse job. This is Relocate Me. I love the relocateme.eu. So these are the reason why I said that most of these jobs are mostly in Canada. And not sorry, in Netherlands, Germany, Portugal. You are going to get a lot of these jobs in those areas, right? Portugal. So we have senior Java developer jobs. So all you need to do is come on this platform and search for the job that you want. But in most cases, you will see them in Netherlands, you see them in Germany, and so on and so forth, right? So you could actually search for this job here. So we have this other one. This particular one is coming up too as well. You see most of this job here is in Netherlands, right? They are looking for foreigners, and it's quite easy to get up this job. The pay might not be too high. It might be around that kind $40,000, $25,000 to $40,000. After a year or two, you can upgrade. After a year or two of working. But the cool thing is, you're not going there to work as an attendant. You're not going there to go and work as a caregiver, right? The cool thing is you're going there to work as an expatriate, and they are going to treat you as one. So if you want to, if you're looking for a job that comes with jackpot opportunities, as we call it, right, you might actually be considering this particular platform. And probably relocate.me.eu and relocate.me platform that I just showed you guys is not working for you. You are just one Google search away to discover other platforms like this. All you just need to do is to go and type for platforms list of, or go to ChatGPT and say, give me platforms like this. ChatGPT is going to give you a list of some of these platforms, right? Use technology, use Google, right? I always tell you that we all have Google, but some of us know how to use Google than some other people. So that's just the thing, right? So you can see some of these amazing jobs right here. They all comes with, and these are companies, right, that hire people. Most of them are in Netherlands. You could see Netherlands, Germany, Japan, Finland. So United States, of course, you see United States, but most of the time you see Netherlands, Finland, you see Belgium too. That is Belgium, that is France, right? So you want to look for these companies that hire these guys. And guess what? You can even go and build relationship with them or some of their employees, even before you apply. So there are several ways to hack these things, right? There are several ways. These are some of the countries you see jobs. There are Ireland. There are several ways to hack these things. Now, the cool thing is you could even start based on jobs. Singapore, right? These guys are looking for foreigners, like, that are good. So all you just need to do is learn this particular skill set, and before you know it, you start getting amazing opportunity. Filter through this particular job, award your citizenship, blah blah, and you know it, you get list of job that you could apply for using this relocate.me and relocate.me.eu. One last platform that I want to show you guys that I think I just discovered this platform of recent. One thing I love to do is that I love to discover new platform before it becomes so popular. I love to discover new platform and before it becomes so popular, right? Guess what, guys? I just showed one of my mentee this particular platform. I think that was 2 weeks ago, and guess what, right? They sent her a job to apply with just HTML and CSS. So they said that this job is just HTML and CSS, and guess what's the pay? The pay is between 3,000 to 5,000 pounds. 3,000 to 5,000 pounds monthly on this. And the cool thing about this platform is that because they are quite new, they are still trying to get talent. So to get into this particular platform now as a talent is quite easy. That is why I try to look for new platforms that are not popular, because when it becomes so popular, they'll start doing what Nigerians call shakara. So before they start doing shakara, I locate them and try to use them. So try to use this platform. This platform is a very new platform. It's called Landing.jobs. If you create an account right now, within 2 days, someone is going to call you. There is a Portuguese platform. They're going to call you. And when they call you, he or she is going to ask you, would you love to relocate? Or would you want a remote job? Right? So they will ask you. And once you do that, you create a profile. Once you log in on this particular platform, you create a profile, you fill it and everything, they will now start merging you with those jobs, right? So each time you log on your profile, you're going to see those jobs here. So you guys, you might actually want to try this particular platform out if you are actually looking for a job. Now, I'm going to stop presenting my screen, right? So I could actually tackle some more fears, right? So I could actually tackle some more fears. You guys will agree with me that if I put all of this information that I just shared with you guys, if I put all of this information that I just shared with you guys in a PDF and say buy it for 5,000 naira, who is going to buy it? All of this information that I just shared right now, I say, you see, so the so the reason why you just got it, you see, so that is the reason why I'm saying write it down so you will not forget it. Write it down, because you might be thinking that you are knowing, and you know I'm very fast. I'm just going really, really fast so I could cover more. So write all of these things down. Is quite good. All right. So that's it. So let me see. Just to rephrase, I showed you guys 3 ways: local Nigerian jobs or local job in your home country using platforms like Google Jobs, LinkedIn, set notification for it, using all of these local Nigerian job boards. Then I showed you guys how to get a foreign remote jobs. I showed you guys also how to get a job that comes with jackpot opportunities. Please help me mute your mic. Help me mute your mic. Help me mute your mic. Help me mute your mic, Kazim Sheun. Help me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Only when you want to speak, you can unmute your mic. When you are done speaking, mute it back, right? I really appreciate that. So let's take some fears. Let's take some fears here. So I think I've been able to cover some of the fear that comes with, will I get a job? The truth of the matter is, you will get a job. Is the market saturated? Yes, but no. The market is not really saturated. We have a lot of beginners than experts in the market. Most of us know Andela, right? From January 1st to December 31st, Andela has job opening on their website looking for talent that we apply. So the thing is that it is not saturated for people that are good. It is saturated for people that are not good. So if you know your craft, so if you learn well, you can spend 2 years learning and you will not be good. How? I'll give you an example. You watch a YouTube video that is not complete. You learn HTML today. After 6 months, you learn CSS. After 6 months again, you come back and realize that your CSS is not strong. Or you don't even know what next to learn. Right? So with this now, you'll be spending a lot of time. You might spend the next 4 years trying I'm getting into tech, I'm not getting into tech. I learned HTML today. After 6 months, who have learned HTML before and left it, and after 3 months, still considering of going back to learn HTML? Somebody must have done that here before. Anybody, right? Probably. Now imagine if you follow the structured course. Imagine if you follow the structured course that has a mentor, that has an accountability partner, that has somebody that actually wants to put you through. You have a mentor that you could call, somebody that could come up on a one-on-one meeting like this. Or let's say you are angry and you feel like ranting, because you will get there. No matter what, there is frustration here too as well, right? I'll not lie to you. I tell people that tech is not a get money quick scheme. If it's a get money quick scheme, everybody would have blown. It's not MMM, it's not bring one, bring two. No, it is not GNLD, right? So it's like every other skill set. It's like going to Alaba to go and learn markets. You have to learn the market, right? And when you learn the market, you now start the market yourself. So that's how it is. And it just requires you putting in the work, right? So you don't need to be scared. As long as you follow the structured course, you know the time frame, how long it's going to take you, and you now know what to do when you finally learn. That is it. That is it. Some people have learned web development for 2 years or 3 years before they realize that there is something called data structure. Before they realize there's something called algorithm. And if you want to get foreign remote jobs or job that comes with jackpot, one of the interview questions or one thing they will probe you on will be data structures and algorithm. Something that you'd have started learning from your first 3 months or from your first 2 months, you now realize it after 3 years. That is bad. So you don't want that, right? That is why you want to follow something that is way structured. So I'm reading the comments. So please, if you have any other fears, remember, what we are treating today is fears that you are nursing about having a breakthrough in tech, right? So please drop your fears. I want to read some fears here now. So I think I've tackled that has to do with job. So you have nothing to fear as long as you learn well and you know where to apply. There are definitely going to be job. It might not happen the first month, but within the first 3 months, it's going to happen, right? And if you put in the work, even if your village people is following you, there's an amount of work that you put. You will outwork your village people. You will outwork your village people. There's an amount of work that you can put in that would outwork them. I'm telling you. So just put in a lot of work and follow the right thing. The only thing that your village people will do is that your village people will tell you now that I can do this thing on my own. Let me beat the system. That's how village people treat people to failure. People that want to beat the system. People that don't want to put in the work. People that believe that I'm going to bribe somebody and that person is going to help me. That's how village people will put you in. You just keep going round one circle, right? So as long as you do the right thing, there is general principle for success. And general principle of success is doing the right thing. Fear of getting mentorship and eventually a remote job. Someone is telling me here, is typing here, fear of getting mentorship, right? True. Getting someone to mentor you is not easy. Personally, at some point in time in my career, so many people are reaching out to me, someone I want to mentor me, blah, blah. I tell them that I cannot mentor you. And the reason I don't want to mentor them, sometimes even when you meet people that are way up there, they don't want to mentor because mentorship is like more work, right? The truth of the matter is mentorship is like more work to the mentor. And again, when somebody is mentoring you, don't think that the person is at your bear and call. No, you should be at the person's bear and call. That's just the thing about mentee-mentor relationship. When you have someone that is mentoring you, you guys can be communicating once in a month or twice in a month or once in a week. You should not be like pestering the person, right? So mentorship is guidance. For example, now go to Yaba and turn left. That is mentorship. The person must not walk with you to Yaba and say, okay, let's work together. No, right? Your accountability partner can do that. Your accountability partner might be the one to call you in the mind and say, I hope so you don't wake up. Hope you have studied that HTML. I hope you have done that assignment. It's your accountability partner that will do that one with you. But from your mentor, what you need is guidance. So when it comes to getting mentor, is humility. Can you humble yourself enough to tell somebody that, I don't know this thing very well. Please, what should I do? Can you humble yourself enough to that point? That is how you get mentor. And sometimes your mentor might not be somebody that you actually know, right? Or you have physical relationship with. Your mentor might just be somebody that you meet online and you've been able to establish relationship with them and they can mentor you. Now, I will show you guys two ways that you can get mentors because of what this particular person just said right now. So I'm going to show you, right? One of the easiest way to get mentor. So you're looking for mentor. Let's say you're not even using the NetGI platform, right? So am I sharing my screen? I think I am. So can you guys see my screen, please? All right. There is a site called ADP List. ADP List. So this is a site. So with this site, you can actually get mentors. You could see mentors here. You can actually get mentors. Now, one advice, if you can afford it, you can pay for what we call paid mentorship. There was a time I joined a group. It is called Case Study Group. That particular community is a paid community, about $350, I think, for 6 months. $350, and I pay. I just want to see what they are doing there. I want to gain more insight. That's how you advance, right? If you don't pay people money sometimes, and you pay by your time, you pay with stagnation. That's just the truth. See, mentorship saves you from trial and error. It's something that you might actually figure out on your own, but it might take you 2 years. But with mentorship, that same thing that took you 2 years on your own to figure out can take you 2 months. The reason is the fact that the mentor has been there, done it before, and succeeded and knew what he did that made him succeed. So all you just need to do is to replicate that. So if you have to pay for mentorship, pay for it. But if you come on a platform like this, adplist.org, rather, you can actually get mentor. You can also become a mentor and charge a fee, or you can find a mentor, and probably if you click on find a mentor, there are platforms that actually help you to get mentor. But the good thing is, the reason why I'm showing you all of these other platforms is that I just want to let you guys know that I am not trying to put you guys at the mercy of Nerdy Eye. That's just the truth. I want to dish out this information so you guys know that you're not just only at the mercy of Nerdy Eye. But the good thing is, if you join Nerdy Eye program, you have people like myself that have over 8 years experience in this particular industry, that have the patience. It's not every mentor that have the patience to actually mentor you. That's just the truth. Mentorship comes with what? Patience. For you to mentor somebody, you need to be patient with them, because the truth of the matter is, sometimes something I find easy doing, because you are just starting it, you might not find that easy. So I understood that. I've worked with a lot of mentees, so I understood that, okay, it might be easy for me, but I know that you're just starting, so it might not be easy for you, right? But with Nerdy Eye new platform, you'll be able to get a mentor the moment you actually enroll. And you'll be able to schedule a one-on-one call with your mentor, right? You'll be able to chat with your mentor, which is far from anything. I don't think there's any other edtech platform that gives you access to that, this particular thing right now as we speak. There is no any platform like that. But just in case you want to walk the path on your own, that is why I'm training you platform like adplist.org, and you can also try out similar platforms, right? If you want to tread the path without Nerdy Eye, right? So let me look at for some other fears here. Will I get a job as a joint developer with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Absolutely yes. But I will actually ask you, for you to start at the better opportunity, add React to that. Right? Somebody say fear of getting a mentor and being able to, I think I've answered that. Fear of being able to learn and grab the bogus courses. Let me give you guys a platform. This guy said he has a fear of grabbing the bogus courses, right? It is true. And for a beginner, there is this fear. But the good thing is, there's a way the human brain works that I've come to realize, because I've been able to work with a lot of learners and starters. I've been able to realize there's a way the human brain works. You are going to pass through 3 stages. Whenever you're trying to learn any tech skill, no matter how good the instructor is, no matter how explanatory that course is, you're going to pass these 2 stages when you're learning. The first stage is the first stage where you are excited, where you run your first hello world. I call that the excitement or the honeymoon phase. That is the stage where you write something and you run a wow. So it's me now. I'm the one that is building this website. Wow. So this is how they are doing it. You'll be happy. That is the honeymoon phase. Or if it's a design, you design something. So this is how they design all those mobile apps that all those people are posting on Twitter claiming that you're a designer. So me too now cannot do it. You'll be happy. I call that the excitement and honeymoon phase. After the excitement and honeymoon phase, you will now go through the second phase, which I call the frustration phase. The what? The frustration phase, or the give up phase. This is where most people actually say, in fact, I know they do again. This is where most people give up. This is where they just, let me go back to what I used to do, Jared. This tech thing is not by force. Probably it's not for me. It is for you. You just gave up. That's just the truth, right? In this phase, what many people give up in this phase is that you are now excited. The things that excited you initially is no longer exciting you. Now you're at the point where you're learning the core of the matter. You're at the point whereby your brain is now re-engineering itself to start to think like what you're learning, right? Robert Greene will say, at first we learn, at first we will now transform to become what we are learning. So at this particular point, your brain is transforming, readjusting itself to start to think like a programmer, to start to think like a UI UX designer. This is when you find yourself criticizing most apps. This is when you find yourself criticizing most websites. This is when you find yourself asking questions. Now, this is where the job will not be exciting to you anymore, right? I remember when I first got my first laptop, right? HP 2000, and I wanted to learn this tech thing. I was so excited. I said, I'm not going to play any game. After I spent 2-3 months doing that, my back started hurting me. I don't like coding anymore, right? When I remember that if I sit down for 2 hours, my back will start hurting me. I don't like coding anymore. So you pass through that frustration stage, definitely. And what you need in that frustration stage is encouragement. That is when you know that motivation is actually good. When you come online, you see somebody that posts, you can do it. You love that. You want to like that particular page like 10 times. When you see people like myself encouraging you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, you will relate more to that particular encouragement and content when you get to that particular stage. That's just the truth. Now, the third stage is where I call the break-even stage. When your brain has finished, is done with engineering itself, your mentality has changed. now you can now see the money in the industry. You might not even start making the money yet, but you can now see the difference between where you are and what you need to do to start making that particular money, right? So I call that particular phase the break-even phase, where you're no longer struggling on grabbing those particular contents. You are now at the point whereby you can now clearly see the money. You can now clearly see what you need to do to make that particular money, what you need to do to succeed. You have actually broke even. So you can even stay for that phase as long as possible. You can stay at that particular phase trying to go into freelancing. You can be at that phase trying to get a job. You can be at that particular phase trying to make $10, $100. But at that particular phase, that is where you actually start earning, right? So am I going to be able to grab all of this bogus thing? Yes, you can, but you will not be able to do that at once. So let me show you guys one website real quick. So I'm about rounding up. So I have a gift for you guys. I have a gift because I don't want to take a lot of time, right? I want you guys to go back, watch Channels TV if you're in Nigeria, or AIT, look at your new president and he's coming on board. So there is this site called Roadmap. Let me search for it. Roadmap.sh. Roadmap.sh. So just in case it's coming up. Yep. All right. Roadmap. Didn't I type it well? Roadmap.sh. I did not type it well. Let me see. It's supposed to take me to. Okay, it will take you to something like this, right? A GitHub profile. So what this person did is that the person brought down a roadmap of several tech courses, right? So let me go for front and let me open up a new tab. So any tech course that you want to learn, these people, roadmap.sh as front end, you could see that they have shown you all of the things that you need to learn bit by bit. So you get it. You see, it looks like much, but the truth of the matter is, don't let it confuse you. So that is why you need a structured course. You don't need to be learning this and learning that. You need someone that will take you from ABCD to A is for Apple, to Obi is a boy, to Simbi goes to school, to Agbo live in Calabar, to when you now start going to start reading complex stuff, start solving word problem. You understand? Start knowing what is LCM. Start knowing that 2 minus 3 it cannot go, it's false. 2 minus 3 is actually minus 1. So stuff like that. So you need to take it step by step. Now, where people feel overwhelmed is when they want to rush it. You want to learn everything in 1 month. You give yourself 2 months deadline. I must finish everything in 2 months. You have to be extraordinary smart. Just imagine learning everything on this particular page now in 2 months. No. And the good thing is that you don't need to learn all these things before you start making money. There's one thing I used to tell my mentees. I said there's something called pocket money, especially if you're in your 30s, right? You might not have a lot of people that is giving you money for free. You might not have a parent or a guardian and is giving you 20K or 30K that you can call, but you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or somebody out there that is giving you money. So you need to make something they call pocket money. So while you are learning, you want to be making money to sustain you, right? So before you start making the $1 million, you want to start making the 100K first. At least let me be using that one to buy data, right? So with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript alone, there is a way you can do that, right? And this is one thing I teach my mentors. One of the first things I love to teach when it comes to all of these things is how to make your initial 50K, your first 100K, and those things you can actually learn how to do them in your first 2 to 3 months of getting into tech. So those things may not give you the main money that you use to buy your Benz, but those things will give you the money that you can use to survive. The money that you need to buy food, you need to transport yourself, the money that you want to use to carry your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife on a date once in 2 months or once in 3 months, stuff like that, before you start making the main money, right? So I love to show people how to do all of those stuffs, because if you are waiting till you learn everything, you might be frustrated and you give up as a result of lack of funds to continue, right? So please, I believe that you guys got that right. If you guys agree with me, please help me, encourage me with some emojis. Encourage me with some emojis. Let me know that people are following and they understand what I'm trying to say. Encourage me, please. Encourage me with some emojis there. Encourage me. I'm about to show you guys something now, then we'll round up. So let me just pick 2 or 3 and I'll round up with that. So will this program be very explanatory and worth it? I don't know the program you're talking about, but if it is NEDI program that you meant, it's definitely going to be explanatory and it's definitely going to be worth it. What I tell people is bring out time. You know, there's a secret about life. Whenever you say you want to do something, that is when every other thing will be asking for your time. The truth is, if you enroll for a program and say, I want to start learning, I have 1 hour every day to learn this particular thing. That's when you now realize that you will sleep before that 1 hour, or one job will come to occupy you. So it takes discipline. There's a book called Atomic Habits. That if you do something, even if it's for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes every day, in the next 6 months, you'll be so good at it, right? So on your own part, it is explanatory. You're going to have a mentor. You're going to have an accountability partner. You are going to have a support group, all of these stuffs. And it's affordable like getting a Suya or recharge card of 200 Naira. It is that affordable. But on your own part, you need to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you might not be able to get it at the end of the day, right? So will it be possible to download courses offline on the platform? Unfortunately, it will not be possible to do that. Hello, Sam. Any idea how one can differentiate between fake job offers and real ones? All right. One of the ways you see fake job offers, you see all those people that said, especially on Twitter, on LinkedIn, that is where you see a lot of fake job offers that say that we are recruiting, drop your portfolio or drop your portfolio link. Most of those things are fake. Most of those things. If you are recruiting, can't you just send me a link where I will apply? Can't you just send me an email where I can send my CV to? Must you be telling me that I should retweet? Or most of those stuff are fake. That's how you see fake job offers. That's one. Sometimes again, fake job offers is on job boards. Job boards. So when you go to some of these job boards I've shown you, especially all these foreign companies, because they want to give their investor or the public the impression that they are making it or they are progressing, they just put jobs out there and they never employ anybody. So how you differentiate is that if you research that particular company and you realize that at interval that particular company always put out jobs out there all the time, and they are not a recruitment firm. If they're a recruitment firm like Prosify, Remote Base, Andela, we understand because that is what they do. Their business is getting talent, so they need to always recruit for their clients. So if it's not a recruitment firm and these guys are always churning out jobs at interval, sorry for the pronunciation, at interval, you know that they're actually putting out fake jobs. Now, the third way that you know fake jobs, right? The requirement or the job description is just outrageous. They are looking for a UX designer that knows front end and have idea of back end, that also a little bit about SEO and can also do gateman work. You should also know that save your time that particular stress, my brother, right? Save your time that particular stress. That can also be a fake job too as well. Somebody said most of the time I'm skeptical on applying to jobs affiliated with Indeed and Glassdoor. I've had experience of JNLD and other marketing. That is why you need to research on the company, right? So the first thing I do is you see a job, who is applying, take that particular, don't just apply for a job without knowing who is. In fact, it's even risky, right? You want to know the company. Is the company a startup? Have they raised fund? Are they still bootstrapping? Because all of this information will let you know how much you can even earn from that particular company, right? So if you're applying to a startup that have not raised fund, they will not pay you as much as a startup that have raised fund. A startup that have raised pre-seed will also not pay you as much as a startup that have done Series A, Series B, Series C. So all of these things, you are just a Google search away. The thing is that we apply without doing our own due diligence. You're just a Google search away. I always tell people, right? If you're applying to a startup that have not raised fund, don't expect so much of a high pay. If they have raised fund, there's an amount you should be expecting. If they have done Series A, Series B, Series C, there's also an amount you should be expecting, right? And any startup that is serious, especially tech startup, they will have press release, they will have a website, they will have a social media page, right? They will have all of these things, right? Just like NEDI now. If you Google NEDI, you will see a lot of stuff about NEDI. So you hardly see anybody that will say, I think NEDI is a scam. Because the truth of the matter is that if NEDI scam one person, it can spoil our entire business, right? It can spoil because we are building something that is legit. So we don't want somebody that will have a bad press about us and say, I paid NEDI for a course and it did not go well, or I paid NDI for so they take my money and they did not organize any program like that. We wouldn't want that, right? Because we're trying to build a brand for ourselves, we're trying to build a name for ourselves. So any company that is serious will have all of those stuff. Check their social media page. What are they posting? Blah blah. You're able to like just know that this one they are fake. But when you check they are not there, they're not there. Just one mysterious company. Forget it. They can actually just lead you somewhere and ambush you, right? Can a computer illiterate excel in this part? If no, what's your advice? Now, a computer illiterate can excel, but you cannot start on a program like this. Like one idea is offering is not for a complete illiterate. Well, I don't mean illiterate like illiterate otherwise. So I mean like when it comes to like tech savvy, at least you should know what they call desktop publishing. What I mean by desktop publishing, you should know how to create a folder, how to create a file. You should know all of those things, right? Let me stop presenting now so that to save a little bit of data from you guys' end. So you should know all of those things. You guys should please take a screenshot, take a screenshot of as we are here, so we're going to share it later on, right? And make a tweet about this particular event. And please, when we do that, ensure that you engage on those particular tweets. All right. So, what was I saying again? I've lost my chain of thought. I've lost my chain of thought. Who can remind me? What was I saying? I just lost my chain of thought right now. All right, that's cool. Thank you. So being computer savvy, right? So you should know desktop publishing, how to create a folder, how to copy and paste, how to browse the internet, know how to on and off a system, how to type, how to read. If all of these things I'm saying, you know them, then you can excel. But if you don't know what a double click is, what is a right click, what is Control C, what is Control V, what is Control Z? You know, these are basic stuff. Like Control Z is undo, Control C is copy, Control V is paste. All this basic stuff. You know how to Google stuff. You know how to watch video on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and watch a video. You know how to type. You know how to use MS Word. You know how to just use Excel a little bit, not to a proficient level. Then you're computer savvy enough to actually learn and excel in any of these things. But if you don't know how to do all of these things, in fact, all of these things I just said now is sounding gibberish. You don't know what a Control C is, don't know what Control V is, then what you need to do is look for all those computer institutes and first go there and learn desktop publishing. Write it down. Desktop publishing. That should be the first thing you should learn before you think of learning any of these things, right? So because all of these things is going to be built on any of those other stuffs. So let me take one or two, then we'll call it a day. Then I will show you guys the gift I have for you guys, and we'll call it a day. Hello, Sam. Mine is I don't really know the particular. Okay, you made have I skipped yours? Vanessa, I'm looking for your own now. Vanessa. Is that your HR friend? Is he a Nigerian or she? Is he or she a Nigerian? Perfect. You know, in Nigeria, we love somebody that can do two. We love to kill two birds with one stone. That's the thing about Nigerian fan, and it's normal here in this part of the world. We love a digital marketer that is a graphic designer. We love a front-end developer that is a UI UX designer. That is who we are. We love a front-end developer that is a back-end developer. That is who we are in this country. The reason is the fact that our economy is not that strong. Most of these companies don't have enough money to pay two people, right? So if you are looking for a Nigerian firm, if you are applying to a Nigerian firm, you might see people like that. You might see companies that will say, okay, we want somebody that is a front-end developer that also know how to use Figma. Nigerian, that's why I asked you, the first question I asked you, is your HR friend in Nigeria? And that alone just tells me that, okay, probably he or she is speaking from that particular point of view, which is 100% correct. Don't get me wrong. It's 100% correct. But as a UI designer, you don't necessarily need to know coding. But knowing coding or having knowledge of coding, is it good? Yes, it is good. Number one, it helps you to interact with front-end developer better, right? As a digital marketer, is it good to know at least how to design banner a little bit, how to edit videos on using InShot and create content? Yes, it is good. Is it your job? No. Is it going to be an added advantage to you? Yes. Right? So if you know UI design, you can learn a little bit of HTML and CSS. It's going to be an added advantage to you. But it is not compulsory. But is it something I advise somebody to do? Of course, I will advise you to do that. Right? Anything that adds that is a plus to you, of course, you should give it a shot. Right? And the cool thing is, it is not difficult. Once you start it is not difficult. Let me just take one or two questions. Just one more. We'll call it a day. Just one more. Hello, Sam. I want to transition into tech. This is from Jane. Mercy. Jane. Hope I pronounce your name well. Mercy. It's not like Mercy. There is no Y. Jane. All right. Hello, Sam. I want to transition into tech. I was told by a programming school that I had to learn web development first before I can enroll for front end. How true is this? All right, so front end and web development is basically the same thing, right? So for example now, web development is web development. So web development can be divided into two. We have front end web development and we have back end web development. So front end is when you are basically designing the interface and everything. Back end is when you are working on the database part of the website. So they are both called web development, right? So both of them is basically called full stack web development. So probably you did not get it right or did not explain it well to you. Front end is also web development. Web development comprises of both front end and back end, right? And both of them is called what? Full stack web development, right? So I guess they meant the same thing. Front end and web development is technically the same thing. I have another question. Wale Emmanuel, quickly do that. Quickly go. Okay, while we wait on Wale Emmanuel, Ebuka here is saying, hello Sam, please, what is the best tech program one can dive into? Wale, go. Go ahead, I can hear you, Wale. All right, I will answer these two questions concurrently. Please help me mute your mic. The person that is talking there. Okay, that's Tosin. All right. So is there a difference between a software developer and a product designer? Absolutely yes. These are two separate things. One is a product designer, as I said, and one develops the software. So the software developer are the programmers, the coders. Those are the software engineers, right? Or the programmers, right? So it's totally different from the product designers. Product designers are like UI UX designers, right? So people that does the UI UX design, probably most of them work with Figma and related softwares, right? So these are two different things. They are not the same thing. So let me answer Ebuka. Ebuka said, please, what is the best tech program one can dive into? The truth is there is no best tech program. In fact, there is no any tech program that makes more money than the other. You should be asking yourself, Ebuka, what tech resonates with my personality? What tech skill can I easily learn? That should be the right question. And I have several ways to let you know. I have 4 ways. Anybody that is confused about any tech skill, confused about the tech skill that they should learn, please write these things down. Number 1, ask yourself, do I have a passion for any of these tech skills? If yes, probably you should go for it. If no, move to step 2. Step 2, do any of these tech skills resonate with my personality? As an individual, sometimes we are marketing inclined, so you want to go with digital marketing. Sometimes we are design color conscious. We love to say, people don't have good experience in this particular app. We want to go with product design. Sometimes we are more logical. If you're a logical person, probably in school you love all those logical reasoning and stuff like that, then programming might just be for you. Or you've seen people coding and you just say like, I really want to do this thing. Probably coding is for you, right? If you are analytical in nature, then data science and data analysis might be a thing for you. If you love to manage people and ensure that people meet to timeline, right, or time frame and don't spend so much time on a particular project, then product management or project management could be a thing for you. So you are thinking about either I have passion for it, does it resonate with my personality? The third one, the second one is does it resonate with my personality? Then the third one, what is the financial benefit? Are there opportunities in this particular area for me? Am I seeing opportunities in this particular area for me? So in terms of financial benefits, you can also learn a tech skill based on the opportunities, right? There could be some tech skills that have a lot of opportunities compared to the other, right? So you want to look at it. For example, if you want to if you are learning a tech skill that can help you jackpot, right? There are two major tech skills. There are two major tech skills that based on all of these sites I've shown you guys. In fact, there is one major tech skill based on all of this that I've shown you guys that if you know it's really, really good, it's going to be easy for you to get a job that comes with the relocation package. Example of such tech skill is software development. That is all those coding part of it, right? So when you see all this coding part, all this coding related tech skill, it is easy for you to actually get foreign opportunities, right? Followed by UI UX design, followed by product design. But doesn't mean that managers data analysis. In fact, data analysis is another amazing tech skill, especially when you want to relocate, right? You see a lot of data analysis job, right? So you might also learn a tech skill based on the opportunities. So these three things will help you to decide what tech skill you should go for. But all of them are all amazing. Is it wise to go? Please go ahead. Is it wise to go into tech because of money from it or solution-based reason? Go ahead, please. That's cool. Uh, that's cool. You're good with Canva. All right, that's actually my answer to that is 100% yes. And my reason is that they are both visual design. After now, search what they call visual design. Canva, graphic design, they are all visual design tools, right? Figma, they are all visual design tools, right? Everything you are seeing right here, right now, is interface, is user interface. This Google Meet that we are using. By the probably on your right hand side, you are seeing a sidebar where the message is. You are seeing on the right hand side, you are seeing a where rectangle stuff where you see images. In fact, just take a look at this interface you are seeing right now. Everything looks like square. True or false? Everything looks like just box everywhere. True. Can you design that? Can you design this stuff on Canva? If you want to like redesign what you're seeing, right, all of these square boards on Canva, can you do it? Can you replicate it? Perfect. You can learn UI UX design. Perfect. That's the same thing. So UI design is not hard. It's not hard. So if you can replicate what you are seeing right now using Canva, you can do that because what you're seeing here is user interface. This Google Meet that we are using right now, what you're saying, as a user, we are interfacing and interacting with this particular product called Google Meet. And the person that designed this is a UI designer, right? So, and you can do that with Canva. You already understood or understand color. You know how to merge colors together. You know what they call alignment. If not, if you design your banner with Canva, the text will perfect. So that's just the best course for you right now. The best course for you. In fact, you're going to learn it like breeze. It's going to be really, really easy. UI UX, 100%. Right? So somebody's asking me here, Samuel, is it wise to get into tech because of money from it or solution-based reason? The truth is, it is wise. You get into tech because of money, it is good. Davido said something that love is sweet, but when there is money, love is sweeter. So, get tech is sweet, solution is sweet, but when there is money to the solution, solution is sweeter, right? So you can get into tech because of money. Bukola, I'm going to take a question in a little bit, but let me just see what. So Bukola is going to be the last question that we are going to take, right? After Bukola, I show you guys the gifts and the offer I have for you guys. Then we'll call it a day, so you guys can go and enjoy the rest of your day. So Bukola, you're going to be the last person. But before you go, let me just read a few questions that I have here. Someone here is asking me, Akin Sanya is asking me, please, what is the difference between, okay, I've done that. between product design and product management, I've answered that. What is the best course for visual as okay visual assistant, social media manager, digital marketing slash social media manager? Emmanuel, blessed, that is for you. Raphael is asking me, please allow him show us the platform. Okay, we will do that in a in a jiffy. And Bola is saying during the course, will data analysis be taught as well? Definitely it's going to be taught, but not like immediately. Now, let's take the last question from Bukola. Bukola, this is the last question. And Bukola, let's go. All right. So people are always confused about this particular thing. Even when I'm teaching it, I take my time to explain the difference and the similarities between product design and UI UX. So this is the thing. Write it down, Bukola. Write it down, either on your notepad or somewhere. This is the best explanation you probably will get. A UI UX designer is equal to a product designer, but a product designer might not be a UI UX designer. Quite confusing. Let me repeat. A UI UX designer is what? A product designer. But a product designer might not be a UI UX designer. Let me explain this stuff in 30 seconds, then we'll continue with other business. If you learn UI UX design, you're automatically a product designer. Why? Because in products, we have two types of products. Write it down, Bukola. We have the tangible product and the intangible product. The tangible product are products that we can touch. For example, your handbag is a tangible product. This cap that I'm wearing is a tangible product. My smartphone here, this is my iPhone here, is a tangible product, right? My PC that I'm using for this particular call is a tangible. I can touch it physically. But somebody designed that. And those people that designed this phone, some people that designed this my cap or designed the Adidas shoe or the Coca-Cola can, right? They are also called product designers, but in the context of what? Tangible product. Why intangible products are like softwares. For example, mobile app is a product, right? Website is a product, right? Your software in your digital TV is a product. Your software in your smartwatch is a product. Those apps that you use, tech companies will call those stuffs products. So the guys that design those intangible products are the people we call UI UX designer. So if you're a UX designer that specializes in designing intangible products, you're a product designer. But if you're a product designer that's specializing in designing like Coca-Cola can, Adidas shoes, or even the Range Rover 2023 model, you're a product designer, but not in the area of what? Intangible products. So you're not a UI UX designer. Bukola, do you get that right? Perfect. So a UI designer is a product designer, but a product designer might not be a UI UX designer. So thank you. So that is our last question. Somebody is asking me, sorry, which technique is the best for Jackpot? You said my network cut off. I said software development or programming, all those coding related ones, right? Right? They are actually very, very good. It is easy for you to get opportunities that comes with relocation package with those ones, right? Please, can you kindly explain in broader terms the advantage of digital marketing? I'm contemplating between that and software development. As a digital marketer, you can never go broke. If you know your onion very well, as a digital marketer, you can never do what? You can never go what? Go broke. Digital marketing is about selling online. For example, now, NerdEye is about to launch our new product, our new platform, right? Nobody is going to know about it if we don't market it. So a digital marketer or a growth marketer is somebody that will ensure that we have people like you guys coming on board, subscribing, using the platform, and we are growing as a business and as a product. So without digital marketer, we cannot thrive. But without the software developers, we will not have what to market. So both of them have to come together. So the guy that builds the app have to come to build the app. The guy that will market the app will also be there. Because if we build the app and nobody know about it, nobody is going to use it. And again, if we don't build the app, there will be no app to market. So both of them have to come together to work, right? So do anyone that sits well with your personality. If you're a marketer, you must know how to sell. You must know how to talk. You must know how to create content and probably know how to dance on Instagram, right? and know how to create sales copy. But if this other one, you might not need to know all these things. Just go out there and, you know, write your code and stuff. So now, thank you guys for coming around. So this is the gift I promised everybody that is going to stay to the end. And the gift is on our new platform. And I really appreciate you guys. We are building something that is exceptional. We are building something that we don't want to be like any other edtech platform out there. To us, it's about family. For us, it's about how can we learn and grow together, right? All of these things I've said, you can actually go out there, look for a YouTube course and start learning something. Start watching one YouTube video. True. You can go out there and look for one Udemy course and start learning something. Pay 20,000 naira or 30,000 naira or 5,000 naira depending on the course and start learning something. But will you be able to learn and grow with a family if you do that? No. Will you be able to get a dedicated mentor? No. Would you be able to get somebody that will support you all of these things, even if it is 6 months, from the day that you start learning your first HTML to the day that you get a job, to the day that you're going to testify that, Samuel, guess what? I've gotten that particular gig. I've gotten that particular job. Will you be able to do that? No. And that is what we have built. We've built a platform that would allow us to have a family. And in this Nerdy Eye family, that is what I'm inviting you guys to come and join, right? And I'm not asking you guys to break the bank to join this stuff. In fact, you're not going to spend a lot of money. So I'm going to show you guys the gift that is going to allow you guys join this amazing family of ours for almost for free. At the end of this the 80-something of us that is here, I'm going to give God this particular gifts right now. So I'm going to share my screen, walk us through this particular platform, so that we are going to have access to this particular platform. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take a screenshot and a record of everybody that is live today. So probably you're going to get a mail from me saying, hi, I'm your name. Thank you for coming on board with us, joining our board. This is the link that you're going to use to claim the gift I promised you, right? So I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share, let me share my entire screen. So I'm going to show you guys this new platform. Somebody's, please, thank you for that emoji. Thank you for that emoji. Thank you. I love the emoji that you are dropping in there. God bless you for that. So let me just quickly walk you guys through what we've done at Nerdy Eye. So this is one amazing thing that we've done, right? We've made it possible for anybody to have both dark mode and light mode, but it's not about the design. It's about what you are going to get from it. It's about the value. It's not about if the website is beautiful or not. So is that you cannot see my screen. Oh my God. Let me share my screen. You can see my screen now. God bless you. So you'll be able to learn, get mentored, assisted to build a portfolio and get a job. Now, I will take you to my most favorite thing about this particular platform. You could see that we are community driven and career focused. So we organize a lot of hangouts and yes. So we are going full-time edtech. If you know Nerdy Eye before now, you know that we are a digital agency, but we are stopping the digital agency about us to go full-time edtech. Please help me mute your mic. So this is the part about this new platform that I love the most. The part about is your profile. Your profile is the part that I love the most. Your profile has what we call, let me accept somebody that wants to join. Can you see my screen? You can't see my screen right now. Oh my God, let me stop. Okay, let me stop and I will share again. Let me stop and share again. Let me share again. All right. Let me share again. All right. Can you see it again? Presenting now. Can you see it now? Perfect. So the exciting part I love about this particular platform is your profile. So you go to your profile by clicking here and you're on your profile. So this profile section, what I love about it is the career path. Now, one thing that we've come to realize about people that are transitioning to tech is the fact that they are always confused. After they are done learning, they don't know what next to learn. So we now thought to ourselves, what if we make a structured roadmap for them from the point where they learn to the point where they get a job, all on the same platform? And not just that, they are going to have a dedicated mentor, somebody that they can ask questions, somebody that will guide them, somebody that will say, build your portfolio like this, no, design it like that, no, this is the job you should apply for, no, don't apply for that particular job, something like that. And because we want you to be focused, we want you to have clarity about what you are doing, you will not be able to unlock the next step in your roadmap until you finish the previous one. For example, 3 major things that you need as you're transitioning to tech that will make you successful: learn, build projects to add to your portfolio, and get a job. Right? That is just the 3 steps. That's all. If you learn today, you build your portfolio and get a job, I bet you'll be testifying. So now, under learning, all you just need to do is to first of all pick a course, either a course, a career path, or a boot camp. So with boot camp, all these things are test stuff. So I just use my pictures. So with boot camp, once you are done learning with boot camp, this particular area will open up. You could see you cannot open, say complete the previous roadmap to unlock. So once you complete a boot camp or a course or a career path, the project will open for you. And in the project section, you're going to see projects that you should work on that is in line with what you learned. That is what is going to be there, right? In this particular area. Projects and you're going to be assisted to work on that particular project and build your portfolio. So once you are done working on 2 or 3 projects, the job area will open for you. So when the job area opens for you, when you come back to your platform, probably once in every week or weekly or daily, you are going to be seeing job referrals that is sent to you personally. Because on the platform too, if I click on jobs here, employers will be able to list jobs. You could see all these are demo data, right? No developer, blah, blah, blah. Employers will be able to list job, and you're able to see job strictly for you that you can apply for in line with what you learned. So no more jumping from one platform to another platform, or I don't know what job to apply for, blah, blah, and the rest. And as you're looking for a job, a mentor will work with you to what? Structure your resume and your CV. So basically, this is all you need from learning, building a portfolio, and getting a job. This is super amazing. Now, the question now that you might be asking me is, Samuel, if this particular Nerdy Eye new platform does all of this for me, how much? Please help me mute your mic. Help me mute your mic. Thank you. So you might be asking me, Samuel, if all this platform promise all of these things, how much will I be expected to pay? A very small amount of money. So let me go to my billing section. So if you go to your billing section, you should be able to see you're able to activate your subscription from here. So you could see all you just need is 250 naira per day. So when I give you guys 80 something of us that is here live with us, when I give you guys access to it, you're going to see stuff like this. So for you to subscribe, you just click get started. So you can choose to subscribe daily, weekly, or monthly. Daily is 250 per day. If you're subscribing weekly, we are going to give you an extra discount to ensure that you'll be paying about 230 naira per day instead of 250 naira per day if you subscribe weekly. And if you subscribe monthly, instead of you paying 250 per day, no, you'll be paying 220 naira per day. This is like you just buying data or recharge card, MTN recharge card. That's how. So we want to make it affordable such a way that nobody is going to say, Samuel, it is 450. Like our full stack course in Nedia is 450,000 naira. People know that our web design course is 150,000 naira. But with this, they are not paying that large amount of money, right? So this is just what you are going to be paying. So even if you are going to subscribe monthly, it's just 6,600 naira. And once you have active subscription, you'll be able to access this particular let me go here. So this is your learning area. Let me go back to light mode. All right. So this is your learning area. So you'll be able to access all of your courses right from this place. So let's say this is a course. Now all of these are still demo data though. So when this is your courses, right? Once you are done taking any of your courses, you can leave a review here if you want to. Of course, you cannot leave a review until you must have watched that particular course. So all the review that's going to be on the platform is going to be legit, organic and not pressurized. Let me pause this particular video. So you can be able to, once you are done taking a course, you should be able to click on this particular button here. Assuming I'm done taking this course now, since I want to download my certificate, it's telling me that you have to complete the career path and write a review first. So once you've completed your career path and you've written a review, you just click on download certificate and you're able to download certificate. And the good thing is when you're applying for a job and they're asking you to verify your certificate, there is a link you can send to anybody on the internet and they will be able to verify your certificate. Now, if you scroll down, while taking this particular course right here, you click on schedule an appointment. When you are confused, it will take you to our Calendly link. So at any point in time, you can book a one-on-one clarity session. So you just choose the day that you are free and the time that you are free to talk. On that time and day, one-on-one with the instructor, you'll be there to ask them any question. Now, let's say you want an answer immediately. We are going to embed a link to a live chat. You know this regular live chat you see like talk2.io and stuff like that. We are going to embed it there. And on that live chat, you can chat with a support person immediately. So this is you, just like you taking a course on Udemy and you have a question. Something happened in the video. I don't know how they do it. And you felt as if, let me ask someone question. On that live chat, you'll be able to ask that question immediately. Now, if you scroll down again, that is not all. If you scroll down again a little bit, there is a support group that you can join. See support group, there's a link to a private support group that will be on your dashboard here. You can join. If it's a boot camp, you will see link that you can join the live class every Saturday by 8 p.m. or any time that is scheduled for that particular boot camp. Now, that being said, what is the difference between our courses, our career path, and our boot camp, our live boot camp? This is the difference. Course is like HTML inside of web development. And with your artist subscription, you can take all of the courses without either web development course, digital marketing course, graphic design course, all of the course, right? You have access to everything. Then when it comes to the career path, so career path now is, let me open one career path. So career path now is like series of courses that help you to master a particular skill set. Let me go to dark mode here. So let's say you have digital marketing, for example. Under digital marketing, we have social media marketing, we have content marketing, we have running of ads, we have Google ads, we have Google Analytics, we have sales funnel, we have email marketing. All of those things are courses under the career path called digital marketing. So now you might be asking me, Samuel, what is the difference between career path and bootcamp? Career path and bootcamp is basically the same thing. The difference between a career path and a bootcamp is the fact that with bootcamp, we have a start date. There is a defined start date. So you're going to see the date and the time. There will be a countdown here. There's a defined start date when a bootcamp is going to start. And a bootcamp is not self-paced. For courses or career path, as long as you have active subscription, you should be able to enroll. You should be able to take your career path or your courses without paying anything extra. But for bootcamp, you'll be paying an extra 2,500 naira per month. So even if you add this with your 250 naira per day, your subscription fee per month is way lesser than, it should be around 8,000 naira or thereabout. It's way lesser than 10,000 naira. And with the bootcamp now, you have a live class, you have one-on-one mentor, you have a support group that you can join, and you have somebody that will support you till you get a job. In fact, I think I've enrolled for this one. So once I enroll for it, I will not be able to, I wanted to go to the bootcamp subscription page so that you will see the extra thing that comes with bootcamp. Bootcamp subscription. All right. Let's see. Oops. See, I did not know. I don't know the URL again. No. Okay, subscription tab. Okay, this is it. Yeah. So if you go to the subscription page for bootcamp, you're just going to see that you're going to pay extra 2,500 naira. And with that extra 2,500 naira, it's going to come with everything in the courses and career paths, the private support group, one-on-one mentorship, weekly live classes, personalized job support, and scheduled timeline, because bootcamp is not self-paced. All of these stuffs at 250 naira per day of your artist subscription plus this 25 if you are going to go for bootcamp. But if you're not going to go for bootcamp and career path is the same course content. Don't get me wrong. The difference why you're paying 25, it is because of the extra support that comes with bootcamp. And because with bootcamp now, you're able to learn with like, let's say like 20 people at a time or 10 people at a time. We're able to organize like physical hangouts in several states. Let's say we have about 10 people learning in Abuja. We can organize a physical hangout in Abuja. We have 20 people learning from Anambra. We can organize a physical hangout in Anambra. We have 10 people learning in Ghana. We can organize a physical hangout in Ghana because we are building all of these stuffs upon on a community. So we don't want you to learn alone. So with bootcamp, you have that advantage not to learn alone. You'll be able to make friends. You'll be able to meet people both physically and virtually. And I would definitely encourage everybody to opt in for this particular bootcamp package. But if you don't want to pay the 25 extra, you can also access the same content of the bootcamp on the career path. Career path and bootcamp is the same thing, I repeat. Just that with bootcamp, you have extra support, and that is why you're paying an extra monthly subscription of 2,500 naira. At any time you like, anytime you feel like, Samuel, all right, I'm done. Don't charge, I don't want to pay my subscription again. You can easily just go to your profile, go to your billing section. Let me accept this particular person that is coming in. Go to your billing section here, scroll down a little bit, and if you have active, because I don't have active, okay, let me look for an account where I have active subscription. I don't have active subscription in that account, so I cannot cancel it. I wanted to show us how we can cancel our subscription. So if you have active subscription like this account, I have active subscription here. You can just come over here and say request to cancel subscription. Click here, you will see Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg is crying, saying it hurts us to see you go, but nonetheless, if you click on cancel anyway, your subscription will be cancelled and you will not be charged anymore. Right? So you are welcome to opt in and opt out anytime. Right? Now the good thing, this is the gift I have for everybody that is here. I want to give this site to be live 12 midnight. It will be live this midnight. If you go online right now, nerdii.com, the site that you're going to be seeing is not this one. But by 12 midnight, this site will be live. And I'm going to shoot everybody here. I mean, I've taken a record of all the people that joined. Because this is Google Workspace, I can take record of that. I've taken record of all the people that have joined all your mail. I'm going to shoot you guys a mail. Right? When I send a mail to you guys will be able to actually come on board and pay. You can subscribe for 250 naira, you can subscribe for weekly or monthly. But the cool thing is your subscription will not start counting till July 27. So I want to give you guys free access from now till July 27. So even if you subscribe today, your subscription will not start counting today. So you will have like this 2 months free, all of June free, all of July free, but it will start counting from where? July 27. Why July 27? July 27 is when we are going to have our main launch, and July 27 is when this particular bootcamp. So our first bootcamp is going to be UI design bootcamp, and that's product design, and web development bootcamp. So we are going to start with those two. After 1 month, we are going to start product management and digital marketing. Now we don't want to start all of these bootcamps at the same time. So we want to be having 2 at a time because they're going to be starting at interval. But all of this content is going to be there for you to start prepping yourself. So be expecting my mail 12 midnight today. So when I shoot you a mail, right, and you're going to get my mail, you're going to get a link to opt in. But if you refuse to click on that particular link, it simply means that when next you want to come and subscribe, your subscription will start counting immediately. But I don't want your subscription to start counting immediately. That is why I want to send you guys a link. So your subscription will start counting from July 27. So that is the offer I have for you guys, and that is my gift I have for you guys from me, Samuel, and the entire Nerdy Eye team to you guys that have joined me on this particular Nerdy Eye platform review / fears / tackling all of the fears that has to do with getting into Tech. I'm done. Yes, you can ask a question. Please feel free. Yeah. Mm. Perfect. Uh, Even if you do a day, it will start counting from July 27. That's what I'm saying. Even if it's a day, even if you do a day, that your one day is not one day. Your one day is from now to July 27 plus one day. If you do 1 week, it's not going to be 1 week. It's going to be from now to July 27 plus 1 week. I don't know. Even if you, okay, there is no 1 hour, but even if you do a day, you see July 27. Yeah. So even if you do one day, it's going to be July 27 plus that one day. Yeah, go ahead, please. Okay, unfortunately, that is the thing. We cannot start all of this stuff at a time, right? So we can only start with product designers and web developers. Digital marketers will be by August. So we are working on that. We already have, if you take a look at our, we already have all of this content prepared. We've been shooting since last year, November. We've been shooting, we created all our courses till last year, November. We have amazing people that came on board. We want to shoot our digital marketing course. We got people that shot the content marketing. We got social media orga to shoot the social media marketing course. We got Sadiq, somebody that is working for multinationals to shoot the running of ads course. So all of those stuffs are ready. But the thing is, we don't want to start them together. So you would have to wait till August. But hopefully by then, we would have offer for you too as well. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm right here. Perfect. So now, how many months? 6 months. Our uh, boot camp, because we want to cover everything in depth. We don't want to be in a hurry, right? It will take you 6 months to go from zero to hero. So in that particular 6 months, you would have built your portfolio. You'd have at least, if it is UX design, you'd have at least 3 case study. In that particular 6 months, you would have already started applying for a job. Some of us would have started making money in that 6 months. So that 6 months time frame is to take us from learning to getting a job. So by the end of that 6 months, testimonies will be coming up from left, center, right, back, and forth. So we don't just want to do just only learn. So we want you to learn. We want to guide you to build portfolio. Also, we want to guide you to get a job. So it's just about learning. So we are fed up of people learning and going out there, and after 2 months, you ask them, you say, I don't know. No, we are fed up of that. We want to guide you through all of this process that I've listed out today. It it still stands. At least under the first 24 to 20, the link will last for at least 48 hours. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, even if we have, immediately subscribe, even if we have 1 million courses on the platform, you can access all of them. All of them. It's like Netflix. When you have Netflix subscription now, they don't limit you to only Nigerian movies or to only Korean movies. You can watch all of the movies on the platform. That's how it is. Now, the reason why, if the only thing is that now, we are not uploading all of the courses at once. We just want to upload 2 major courses, which is product design and web development first. So that's just the thing. And we'll be having the bootcamp for product design and web development first. Then after 1 month, we'll upload digital marketing and product management. After 1 month, we upload graphic design and data analytics. So that's how it will be coming. So it sounds like that. But for you to activate that 2 month free, you have to like subscribe. But when you subscribe now, that first 2 months will not be counting. So you have that first 2 month free. So that's why it will start counting from July 27. Yeah, yes, all the cards will be accepted. All the cards. If you have issues paying, there will be a chat, a box that to chat us up. Just chat us up or chat me up or something. There will be someone to assist you. There will be someone to assist you. So any question, guys? Any question? Any question? You can go. And happy birthday in advance. You said your birthday is July 27. You can actually go. So any question, guys? Okay, go ahead, please, Wisdom. All right. Yes, definitely. It's going to be this year, and we are projecting that we're going to release data analysis and business analysis around September this year. So that is our projection. Yes, but right now, the two first courses that we are releasing is product design and web development. Product design and web development. That is, if you want to be a software engineer, a product, all those stuff, everything that has to do with coding, we are releasing that and we are releasing product design. Those are the two major that we are releasing right now. So, any other question, guys? Go ahead. Hopefully, if Tinubu did not treat us bad, if Tinubu is a good president, yeah, let's go. If of course I've done that. I've done that. You're welcome. Good afternoon. Okay, yeah, it covers software, web development. It covers all of that. So be rest assured. Please go watch your press. If I will not, I will not. And if peradventure when I forward the email and has anybody have been receiving our email? Has anybody have received any email from us? Is Samuel from NetDI? Has anybody seen any email like that before? No. Yeah. All right. All right. No problem. I'm going to forward an email. So just in case it's Samuel from NetDI, this is the Samuel from NetDI. So if you get a mail like that, just know that it's me. I'm the one sending it. Yeah, go and watch your president. All right. So any other question before you go? But if you don't have question, you can actually leave. We are done. I'm just taking final question. Okay, go ahead, Emmanuel. Go ahead, Emmanuel. Let's go ahead. Of course. Okay. Okay. The thing is, it's you cannot subscribe for the boot camp without first having an active subscription. So you cannot subscribe for the boot camp without the career path. You can subscribe for the career path without the boot camp, but you cannot subscribe for the boot camp without the career path. Hmm? So that's just it. Yeah, that's just it. So let's go, guys. Please go ahead. Okay, okay, after this call, if you're not been receiving any email after this call, just send me a message on WhatsApp. So if you go to the group, you click, you see I'm part of the admin in any of those WhatsApp group. So send me a private message and say, hi Samuel, I've not been getting your email, blah blah. I'll work that out. So if you want to get a mail from me, you've not been getting a mail, you have never seen any mail that says Samuel from Neddy I before now, go to WhatsApp, and you will see my number. Then send me a private message. You send me a private message on WhatsApp. Don't say, hi Samuel, I've not been getting your email. Right? I'm going to respond to that. I'll tell you what to do. I'll be expecting that. So any other question, guys? Because someone is asking, what does product design cover again? I beg, no vex. Product design covers user experience research / design. It covers design design principles. It covers design systems. It covers UI design. It covers mock-up, prototyping, and presentation. It also covers case study. So those are the things that product design covers. So it's a complete course. It's a complete course from total zero to amazing hero. It's a complete course. So any other questions? Someone is asking me, I said, does it mean only people that are interested? Or I think I lost my connection a bit. But I'm back now. Ooh, all of the message has disappeared. So if you still have question for me, you can please ask me. Then if there is no question, we can just say goodbye. So do anybody still have any question for me? Okay, you say your network was bad too. Okay, I was saying that for product design, you're going to learn UI design, UX design. Oops, somebody said they can't hear me. Okay, my mic was muted. Sorry. I said I had little network challenges, but I'm back now. So I was answering Olajide question that said that we want to know what the course content of product design. Product design includes user experience research, UX design principle, design systems, UI design on its own, mock-up and prototyping, interaction design, case study, and portfolio building. So everything that has to do with product design from A to Z. So any other question before we call it a day? Any other question from my end here? Any other questions, guys? What is tech without projects, right? That is why when I showed you guys that portfolio part of the website, I said that's my most preferred part. You will see projects there. So as you're learning, in fact, the boot camp, you'll be having weekly projects. Every week you're working on a project. Then towards the end, you are going to have a group project and a personal project. And the aim, let me give you guys one secret, don't tell anybody. The aim is that towards the end, we are going to brainstorm on a startup that we can actually work and build the product from start to finish. It's like coming up with a fintech idea and actually developing the fintech product. So the product designers will do the product design, and the developers will be the one that will develop the app. And if we like, we can launch it as another business, or if we like, we can sell it out to somebody and collect the money and share it among the students. Right? Don't tell anybody. Let it be secret between me and the 60-something of us that is here. It's a future plan, so don't just keep it on the low. All right, Emmanuel, go ahead. Let's hear from Emmanuel first. Since what? Okay, the courses in the career path is self-paced. You can even complete it in 2 weeks if you can go that fast. But in the boot camp is not self-paced. It's the boot camp that I said 6 months. But with the career path, you have access to the entire platform. You can complete it in as fast as possible. You can complete it in 6 months. You can complete it in 1 week, right? And once you complete it, you get your certification in that same 1 week. But it is the boot camp, because the boot camp, it is structured. The boot camp, we have to follow a pattern, right? There is live classes, weekly live classes with the boot camp. There is one-on-one dedicated mentor. There is personalized support. Those ones don't come with the career path, right? With the career path, you also have support. You have 247 support. That is where you can chat. You can schedule a one-on-one meeting, even with the career path too as well. right? But you cannot do that with but with the bootcamp you have extra support, and the bootcamp has a dedicated duration. You get, that's the difference between bootcamp and career path. And you, with your regular 250 naira subscription, you can access all of the career paths, your exam career paths, pro exam career paths, all of the career paths without paying extra. It's only when you enroll for bootcamp that you'll be required to pay an extra 2,500 naira per month. All right. Yeah. 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 The- yes. Now the, the, the thing now is the thing is that it is impossible to subscribe for bootcamp directly. For you to subscribe for bootcamp, you must have active subscription for the entire platform. So if you don't have active subscription, you will not be able to subscribe for bootcamp. We will ask you that you have to subscribe for bootcamp. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. We'll ask, you have to subscribe. You cannot subscribe. You can isolate bootcamp, and the career path subscription or the platform subscription goes hand in hand. You must have both of them. But you can have only that career path part and don't have bootcamp. But you cannot have only bootcamp, because once you have only you cannot have only bootcamp, because on the bootcamp you have access to everything that's on the career path again and again, with all the extra support that comes with that particular bootcamp. So that is why you cannot separate bootcamp from career path and say, okay, let me just get bootcamp and no career path. No, you cannot do that. But you can say, let me get only all of the career path on the platform and no bootcamp. You can do that. You get what I'm trying to say? You're welcome. Or go ahead. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Definitely you can. You can. And you should be able to do that. Yeah. You're able to do that. Good afternoon. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. I didn't say better chances. I said when you take a look at the platforms out there that I showed you guys today, right? You see that when it comes to the ones that comes with relocation pack, in the ones that they work it out for, like for example that Van Hack, the touring guys that I showed you guys, they list more of software development job. But that does not mean that as your examiner you cannot get relocation job. Just after this call now, go to relocateme.eu and go to relocate.me and check for yourself, right? And search for UI designer job or product design. And you see a lot of product design job and UI design job that comes with relocation package too as well. So you could actually do that on those platforms. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Whichever. Yes. Of course, of course, of course. Once you have an act, you guys should understand. Once you have an active subscription, you have access to everything on the platform. You understand? Once you one, even if we have 50 courses on the platform, as long as you have an active subscription, you can watch any of those 50 courses. You're not limited, you're not subscribing to one course. You are subscribing to the entire platform. It's just like Netflix now. You're not subscribing to one movie. You're subscribing to watch all the movie on the platform on Netflix. You get what I'm trying to say, right? So as long as you have active subscription, you can watch UI UX, you can watch front end. If we have digital marketing too, you can also watch digital marketing. You can watch, but of course, we know that one person will not be able to go through everything now. You'll not be able, you don't, nobody wants to learn everything, but even that is what you want, no problem. You have access to everything. Someone is asking a question. Go ahead. You're welcome. Uh, yeah, good afternoon. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I said that. Emotion. No, no, no. No, no, no. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, you know, I said that and I highlighted three different things, three different things you should consider if you don't know what to learn. The first thing I said was that if you have a passion for one already, so now when people don't know what tech course to learn, so we have ways to guide them, and we guide them based on these three ways. We'll ask you, do you have a passion for one any of these courses or any of this particular skill? Is there have there been anyone that catches your fancy? For example, just listening to you talk, I realized that probably web development and programming catches your fancy a little bit. So if I ask you, what catches your fancy? What have you seen other and you felt like I would love to do this? If you have one, then that should be the one you should go for. Because while you're doing that, you will love it. There will be spark of curiosity, and because of that spark of curiosity, you want to know more. You find yourself giving more, right, to that particular thing that you're learning because there is that curiosity, there's that eagerness that you already have. But we have people that say, I don't have any passion. In fact, I don't even know, right, what to. I don't have passion for anything. I just shall know that I want to learn a tech skill. Then we cannot guide you based on the first principle. Then we'll now ask you, based on the second principle now, we'll now ask your background, right? Based on your background, have you worked as a marketer before and you love marketing? Have you worked in a bank before and you love data, you love analytics? You love to analyze data? You love Excel? Are you an expert in Excel before? So let's say somebody is an expert in Excel. Somebody has been so good in Excel. He or she has worked as an Excel professional for like 5 years in their career. Of course, one of the courses I would advise you to go for will be data analytics. That will be your best course, and I will advise you, right? So we will ask you questions based on your previous experience, based on what resonates with your personality. If at the end of the day you are like, I have not done any of these things, I have not done marketing, I have not worked with Excel, I don't have any experience with anything, I still want to, then we'll now go to the third phase. The third phase now we want to confirm based on opportunities. Have you heard? Do you have a sister that is a software developer that if you learn can connect you? Do you have a brother in Canada that tells you that if you learn UX design, he has somebody that he can connect you with? So based on available opportunities, right? We can now say, go for this, go for that. Do you want to jackpot? Do you have plans to jackpot? Do you have plans in getting a remote job? Do you have plans in doing this? So when we know based on your plans and based on the opportunities that you have, we can now say based on your plans, based on the opportunity that you have, go for this particular one. So with these three different ways, it has allowed some people like myself to guide people that want to get into tech, but they are unsure or unclear on what tech skill that they should learn. So by the time I ask that particular individual any of these three questions, I will definitely figure out what course is best suited for that particular individual. Like based on what you just told me now, if let's say this is a one-on-one mentorship session and you're asking someone what course should I go for, and you just once you just tell me that I have fancy for software development, it catches my interest, something I would love to do. That's why the fact that I'm emotional, perfect. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, go for that because you already have fancy for it because it's something that you want to know more of, right? You find yourself giving more time, want to study more. There's that curiosity already in it, right? So that's what I will advise you to learn. I hope that answers your question. You're welcome. Please go ahead. Go ahead with your question. So if the bootcamp is a month and you subscribe for a week, right? If your subscription end, will your bootcamp end? That's the question, right? Yes, it will end. So once you don't have subscription again, you will not be able to have access to the bootcamp classes. You'll not be able to have access to the bootcamp course materials. You'll be kicked off, you'll be locked out of the support group. So everything technically just ends. Perfect. It goes hand in hand. The only one that you can take away from that mix, you can subscribe only for career path alone and not bootcamp. But once bootcamp is in the mix, both of them must go hand in hand. Both of them must go hand in hand. In fact, the platform will prohibit you to, if you don't have career path subscription, you can't even subscribe for bootcamp. It must ask you to subscribe for that one. You can't subscribe for only bootcamp. You can subscribe for only this platform subscription because we don't have career path subscription. It's you people that is making me calling it, that's making me to call it career path subscription, but there's no career path subscription. It's the platform subscription. There is no career path subscription. The platform subscription covers career path, it covers courses, it covers everything. But we now have a separate subscription that is called bootcamp subscription. So the bootcamp subscription gives you access to just only one bootcamp at a time. It does not give you access to all of the bootcamp, just only one bootcamp at a time. So if you don't have platform subscription, you will not be able to go, you will not be able, the platform will prohibit you from subscribing for the bootcamp. It will ask you, it will prompt you, say, subscribe for the platform first before you can enroll for this course. That's what it's going to tell you. Yeah. The run-out package. No, it does not cover up for the bootcamp because the bootcamp itself will not start till 27th of July. The bootcamp itself will not start till 27th of July. So this period that you guys have now, so even if you pay a day, when you get the link and you just say, look, I just want to pay only 250 naira. Even if it's 250 naira you pay, from you will that 250 naira will not count till that 27th. But anything that will upload, any course that you see on the platform, you can start watching it from now. Do you get? So you can start using the platform as an active subscriber from now. But that bootcamp itself will not start till 27th. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please go ahead. Good afternoon. Okay. With Hey, please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Your mic just muted. Unmute yourself and go. Please repeat your question. Yeah, I can hear you now. Hmm. Yeah. All right. All right. So the career path is self-paced. It simply means that you'll be learning on your own, but you can schedule a one-on-one call with the instructor when you need assistance. But with the boot camp, you will not be learning only on your own. You'll be learning with other people, number one. You will have accountability partner, number two. Number three, you will belong to a support group. Number four, there is live classes. Once every week, live classes like this, where you see everybody, you'll be there. But with the career path, there is no live classes. So that is the reason why the career path is self-paced. But because of you are learning with people, with a family, right? The boot camp is not self-paced. You cannot say, I want to finish the boot camp in 1 week. There is something that is expected of you. There is targets. Every week we have targets. This week targets could be watch. This week targets could be learn only UI design and design one page. So every week we have a target. Every week we have a target. We ask questions. We meet. In the course of the boot camp, we can even organize hangouts where everybody as part of the boot camp can come physically, gist, get to meet, build a relationship, and so on and so forth. Right? But with the career path, you will not have all of those. So that is why career path is self-paced. Boot camp is not self-paced. Is that clear? Anytime. Anytime. Of course. Actually, product management and UI design is like this. In fact, I advise every product manager to go for UI design personally. Because when you go for UI design, it gives you a better understanding of the entire product. Because UI design is product design. So this other one is product management. They are all under project management. So they are all under that same project and product scope. So as a project manager, you are seeing the entire project. So let's say I want to build a website now, right? So the entire thing is a project, right? If it take us 6 months, the entire thing is a project. So if you know how to design product too, it's going to give you a better understanding. It's going to help you manage the team better compared to a project manager that does not know or understand UI UX design. So any other questions, guys? What link? What link? Okay, I'm going to send it tonight. But if you don't want to subscribe tonight, that means you're not going to have this 2 months access that I want to give to you guys. And so on the when we start, so for example, at the boot camp, you cannot enroll for the boot camp before we start. You would have to enroll for the boot camp before we start, not after. If you want to go for the boot camp, you cannot enroll before because we are starting. It's just like we want to start a program today. It's not today that you come and register. So you have to register before that particular program starts. And when the program starts, you can join everybody. You get. So it's not like when the program starts when you start registering. By that time you'll be late. So what if you have done two classes, 3 classes? Then you now come. Then you now be lagging behind. No, now. By that time, we're already giving everybody accountability partner, assigned mentors. You now come and say, okay, I want to start afresh. How can you catch up? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So the best time to actually subscribe, if you intend to join the boot camp, is now. Is that clear? You're welcome. Any other question? Any other question? I'm with you. I can hear you. all the lessons will be uploaded at once. Silas Abayomi is asking me, if I do the platform subscription, I have access to lessons. Will all the lessons be uploaded at once or on a weekly basis? It will be uploaded at once so you can watch everything at your own pace. Go ahead with your question. Yes, exactly. For digital marketers, it's like 3 months time. So the thing now is, from our own end, we can't, we don't want to start everything at the same time. So we want to be releasing it even as the time goes on. Boot camps, all the whole boot camp on the platform cannot be starting the same time. You understand? All the boot camp on the platform cannot be starting the same time. That is the reason why everything cannot start at the same time. So we at any time just want maximum of 2 boot camp that will be starting at the same time. So that is how we've spaced them. But at interval, if we start web development and product design now, then after that we can now start digital marketing and this other one. After that we can now start. So that's how it will keep going, keep going. Before you know it, we've covered all the courses. So even when we want to run another section or cohort again for digital marketing, it will not clash again with UI design. So anybody that missed this first one, I would have to wait till next year. You get my point? Mm, you're welcome. So if I subscribe for the platform subscription and bootcamp, can I still self-pace myself on the uploaded courses regardless of the pace of the bootcamp? Of course you can. You can. But I will advise you, for better experience and results, try to follow the pace of the bootcamp. Don't worry, it's not going to be too complex, but try as much as you can to follow the pace of the bootcamp if you enroll for the bootcamp, because that is even the main point. So someone here is saying, what is the total cost of active subscription and bootcamp? Somebody just did the calculation for us here. He said for per month it's 6,600 naira plus 2,500 naira for bootcamp. That should be 9,100 naira per month. Or if you want to do it daily, it is 250 naira plus 84 naira. So daily is about 300 and something naira per day. Silas is asking me, if I do the platform subscription, I have access to lessons. Will all the lessons be uploaded at, okay, I've answered that, or weekly basis, they'll be uploaded at once, and you can actually watch everything at once. Okay, thank you guys so much. I sincerely appreciate everybody that joined this particular Clarity platform review session with me, as we discussed the fears that some of us do nurse as we're trying to get into tech. I really, really appreciate you guys for joining this particular session. I appreciate every inquiries. I appreciate every interest that you guys have actually shown to be one of the first users of our platform, of our EdTech platform. And I believe that together as a family, right, I want you guys to see this thing is not about enrolling for one school. No, you are joining our family. You're joining the Nerdy Eye family, and we want to grow with you. Your success is our success. Your success is our success. So that is what we are building here. We are not just trying to we just want you to do. It's not about you enrolling and it's about you actually achieving your goal. Because if you achieve your goal, we've achieved our goal too as well. So it's a win-win for both parties, right? So I really, really appreciate you guys. I have some other cool things that I'll be announcing at interval to the community, to the group. So if you have friends, family that you want them to join us, do send me a private message, ask for the link to join the community. I will send the link to you, and I'll be expecting to see more of you guys as the time goes on, right? So I really, really appreciate us. Thank you for joining. Do have a wonderful day ahead. Enjoy the new president that we have on board, and we hope that his tenure smiles on us.